You look so cute.
You do too, in your festive shirt.
My jams.
Oh, are they jams?
Yes, they're jammers.
Yeah. I saw them when I was there. It looks like a kind of like a nice shirt though.
Yes. Well, it's very cozy, comfy.
Yes.
I love your horns.
Thank you. Well, I wore them I'll tell you why I wore them in a second, but thank you very much. I'm feeling very devilish.
Nice.
Cheers.
Oh, cheersies. I have my Beveragino.
Clink. Okay, so we're drinking mimosas. That's pretty obvious, but
yes, it is brunch.
It is brunch. This is fun. I don't know. Well, we've done a brunch, but I was like, we were physically in the same place, right? I don't know that we've done a brunch like this style.
Oh yeah. True.
Yeah. But hi guys, how is everyone? Happy Halloween. If you don't know who this woman is, I don't know how you don't know that at this point, but I will introduce her. She is Better Off Red / Pumpkin Queen.
Hi.
Hi. And yeah, we're just here to like have a good old Halloween time, and talk about spooky things and kick the day off right.
Yes. With booze, as it should.
Yes.
I have to change my ears because I feel like you can't see them.
Oh, they're a little light. I didn't realize you had them on. Oh, that's good.
There we go. That's better.
Sorry, I'm already having the bubbles are already getting to me. My goodness.
I need to catch up.
I love your eye makeup.
Thank you.
What are you wearing?
This is Melt, the Amor Eternal.
Oh, I have become such a fan of Melt, and I feel like I need to go back and get that palette.
It's so good. So good.
That was the palette. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so like it's this color here. Wow, they're Spanish words. I'm about to get in trouble. Alegría is what's on my lid. And then Pan Dulce and Sol are just blended all around.
So pretty.
And then there's just like a chocolate on the bottom.
It's really pretty. That was the collab that you did with Michelle Wong.
Tis. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so let's see I already see Frugalista blog. Rebecca's here.
Rebecca!
Ooh, Cate looking like an angel but devilish. Sarah looking fierce. Have you lost quarantine weight? Oh, have you lost quarantine weight?
I have a little bit actually.
That's amazing. Yeah. Well, you've been running.
I've been running. Finally, back to running.
Yes.
And it's working. Run it off. Just trying to shrink this butt.
If there's one thing that works, it's running.
It does. It's free. It just takes time and some sneakers. That's it.
Yes. You know how I've tried, like you and Michelle tried to get me on the couch to 5K, and I did my best, but I detest it. I detest running.
Well, as long as you're walking, you'll get the same results. You just have to walk more.
Longer walks.
Yeah.
Well, I go to the gym now, so I guess it's okay. But, okay, let's, I'm going to scroll up here and see who's here. Oh, we already have 113 people here. That's nice. People are very festive with, people are very festive with their, little Halloween stickers.
I noticed. I love it. There's a bat in there. Spider webs.
There's a vampire.
Cute.
I love it. Favorite is which is your favorite? My favorite's the ghost.
I love the ghost, but I'm a traditionalist. I do love that jack-o'-lantern.
Can't beat it.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
I'm partial to the color.
What's that?
I'm partial to the color.
Yes. Oh, the first thing I forgive me for always having to be the person to do this, but can you hear me? Papa, can you hear me? Because the thing is, I always have issues with sound. So let me know. It's usually not perfect with my sound. Sarah's sound is usually really good. We haven't figured out why that is. So let me know if it's okay. If it's terrible, I'll try to put in my AirPods. But okay. People are saying it sounds okay.
Sounds good. I love it.
Wow, good. I'm stunned. Maybe maybe, I don't know what. I don't know what to say. That's awesome though.
That's the spirit of Halloween. That's
It's
at work.
yes, that's exactly right. Okay. Let's see who else is here. We have a lot of good job. This is, this is a new time. This is a special time. Usually I do this at night, so we'll see who comes around. But we've got a lot of good job gang members here. We've got Jerry Morrison, Heather Willis, Chantal Connard, Lauren Boyles. So many.
Oh, Linda's here. Glitter Fallout. She can't hang out, but she wanted to say hi. Love y'all. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you, Linda.
Oh, hi, Linda. Have the best Halloween. I wonder what Linda's doing today. I don't know.
Ooh, Michelle Wong. Is Michelle here? Sorry if
Is
I'm
she
yelling.
here?
Somebody said hi, Michelle Wong.
Oh, yeah. Hi, friends. She said hi.
Yes. I love it.
Denise Whitman said, sorry, I can't stay. The neighborhood is having a Halloween costume parade shortly. Socially distant, putting loot bags on a table in the driveway. Happy Halloween.
Well, you better go. That sounds fun.
Yes, that sounds way fun. I think, let's see. Who else is here? Okay, cool. Cool.
Well, we figured that this would be a good time. Everybody can just sort of like ramp up, maybe start feeling the Halloween spirit a little bit, and then get yourself together for whatever Halloween spooky plans you might have. I know Trick or Treat is canceled in some places, or it's really modified in other places. We luckily are doing Trick or Treat in our neighborhood. It is modified. They came through the neighborhood and they drew like chalk arrows on the sidewalks. So it's one way.
Oh.
I don't know if that's going to work. But we also made a candy chute. So we're going to just send it down the chute.
That's so cute. I love
it. Stay back.
You guys have the best trick-or-treating neighborhood I think I've ever seen. It's perfect.
Thanks.
Yeah. It's pretty much like Sesame Street there.
It is a little Sesame-ish. It's cute. I went on a little walking tour of our neighborhood yesterday and put it on my Insta stories.
Yes, I saw that. I loved it.
It's cute. It was fun. And people were like, what are you doing? And I'm like, no, is it okay if I take a picture of your skeleton?
Wow.
Yeah.
People get crazy when they think they're being filmed, or because, I've started vlogging around New York City, and even here where you'd think people would be used to like people filming stuff, they're so almost upset.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, I promise I'm not recording your conversation.
Right.
You're just there.
Exactly. Lisa McLaughlin, happy Halloween from London. Oh, cheerio.
Oh, cheerio.
Watched Nightmare on Elm Street last night for the first time, and now time for the original Halloween movie.
Yes. You're going to love it.
Oh, it's so good. I was just talking to my friend Michael, who admittedly is not really a horror movie person, which I also judge a little bit, but okay. Judging. But he is taking like a class where he makes little short movies, and he made his own horror movie, and he watched Halloween for the first time yesterday.
What did he think about it?
Well, he thought... I got really nervous. My hands started to sweat because I was like, if he criticizes Halloween, I'm going to be really upset. He said he enjoyed it. He thought it was fun, but kind of terrible, but he enjoyed it. And I was a little bit like,
okay.
Okay.
I mean, What was terrible about it? The way the girls are like super mean to each other, especially what's her face?
He didn't get into it. I'm assuming it's just the 70s vibe factor, but like that's what makes it great.
Yeah. I mean, okay. It is what it is. I
love it.
I love it too. I love it. I love all the musical stabs. I'm never going to be able to watch it the same way again after we had our Randy's drinking special.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Sarah's vlog from our visit when we went there a couple weeks ago with Sarah and Tyler, you have to watch it. It's loads of fun. And there's a whole scene, I'm going to call it a scene, where we're, watching Halloween. It's a drinking game, and there's lots of antics that ensue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still burping it up.
Was that the night that we got Domino's, the thin crust Domino's?
Yeah, it was, I think that was the best night.
Oh.
We had the thin crust Domino's. We had some snacks later. We did a drinking game with just like plain old beer.
Yeah.
And Jameson.
Yeah.
And the boys got into their nerd rants.
Yes.
There was a very aggressive conversation about John Candy.
There was.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. It was really good.
Yes. So Frugalista blog said, she's talking about Halloween. She said, it is kind of terrible because of misogyny, but still class. I mean, but isn't that most horror movies?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Just killing ladies, you know, like you
know,
do.
I don't like it when, in the newer movies, when they're a little too woke. I'm not saying that I prefer it to be terrible and bad and misogynistic, but like sometimes it's a little too self-aware. It's like,
yeah,
we don't need to put lipstick on this pig. Okay, it's a pig. We're here to watch the pig.
Yeah, this is what we're here for. We're here for the camp. We're here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Agree. What else are people saying?
Oh, Jamie K is listening to this while she's driving home from Sephora. What did you get? Did you get all the things?
Yeah, what did you get?
Oh my goodness.
Tell us.
I saw your Sephora recommendations video. Thank you for that. It seems like that's a very popular video right now on the tubes. Yeah. I did not get in on that because I'm not popular, I guess.
No. Well, okay, that's actually a good lead into what I was going to talk about. I had a few different headbands I could have chosen, but I chose the devil headband because you just put out your last Halloween video on Thursday.
I did.
And
last one of the season.
Last one of the season, and I mean they're all so fantastic, but I loved this one. This one was just hot.
Thanks.
So I actually linked it in the description box. So please, you guys, if you haven't watched it, that's a crying shame. Please go watch it. She's a hot she-devil.
Thanks. And you know, the number one question is, did that paint dye my skin? No, it did not. Amazing. Amazing. I was really afraid because red dyes your skin. It just does. But it did not. It came off very easily. Thank you, Pharmacy Green Clean.
Oh, that's in my Sephora cart. The Green Clean after I used it when I was at your place. It's magical.
Really good. Now, my skin was, here's the thing is that I filmed those things out of order, right? From when they posted. The devil was the first one that I did.
Yeah.
Because I was afraid it was going to dye my skin and I didn't know if it was going to be a disaster. I had never painted myself red before.
Yeah.
But then after that, I did, you know, the other ones like in a row, like batch filming. So my skin was very upset with me. But that honey potion calmed it all down.
Yes, honey potion. It's the damn best.
It sounds like we're like really shilling this stuff, but we're just sharing the stuff that we really do honestly love.
Yeah.
And that it actually does work and there's practical uses for it all the time. Just like, you know.
I mean, I'll push the hell out of something, but it's going to be something that I feel very strong about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's scroll back up here and see what we're missing.
Margot's coming after Randy. Don't make me come for you. I still got beef with you about John Candy. I mean, hot topic.
Hot topic. If you don't know what they're talking about, that's just another reason why you have to go watch the vlog.
Ooh, do you see this comment from Erica?
Erica, yeah, let me highlight it. I always forget I can do that on StreamYard. Damn it, where is it? Damn it. Okay, well, for some reason it's a little slow here, but she said I spent over seven. Is that one you're talking about?
Yeah.
I spent over $700 doll hairs on the Sephora sale already, and now I feel guilty, but I work my ass off, so I deserve it. LOL.
Yes, you do. Let's all say it together, girls. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Exactly.
You deserve it. If you're awake, you deserve it.
I mean,
that's all.
Yeah, it's stuff you're going to use. I mean, I support it. Oh, Ryan K said, with my hair pushed down, I look like Katy Perry circa 2018. Okay, I'll
Oh.
take that.
Are you wearing a cupcake dress?
No, I'm not.
Are you sure? Because we can't see.
I may or may not be wearing pants. Who's to say? But I know I'm not wearing a cupcake dress. No, I'm wearing pants. I am.
Cupcake dress wasn't 2018. That was the time of like Aware Katie.
Oh, the cupcake dress was not 2018?
Yeah, that was when Katie became like all about the issue.
Oh, right. Okay, she became woke, Katie.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, well.
We're getting specific here.
Thank you for the clarification, Professor Randy.
Let's see. What else?
Well, what are your plans tonight? Do you have trick-or-treaters in your building? Is that a thing?
Sorry, I was just scrolling through the comments. That is not a thing. In New York. I mean, it's probably a thing if you live like in an area that has a lot of brownstones, which Harlem does have some brownstones. So maybe if you live there, I don't know. I don't know because we're not normal here. So
yeah.
It's not festive. I mean, we're just gonna, well, Randy's on call at work. So we're really fingers crossed that he doesn't get called in because that will be tragic.
Oh, did Heidi Klum book her traditional party this year?
Is Heidi going to be there?
Oh, no Heidi this year.
No Heidi this. Apparently Heidi Klum, what Sarah's referencing, she booked her party there like a couple years ago. But
that was last year.
Oh, last year. Sorry, last year. But yeah, so we'll hope that doesn't happen. And then we're just going to watch scary movies. We're going to watch Halloween movies and order food.
Domino's?
Mabes.
We love Domino's.
Love Domino's, and I'm not sorry. Cece is always very upset about Domino's, but I don't care.
Listen, a traditional New York style pizza has its place, and it is delicious.
Yes.
But I do love Domino's.
I just like, the reason I like Domino's best is 1, bargains, coupons.
True. Coops.
2, coops. 2, I love a thin crust because I can justify eating more of it.
Yeah.
And I can slowly, I can graze.
Right.
Whereas if you get one of the big foldable pieces, it's like, I feel like I'm all in and then I'm full.
You know what? I love them. Well, there's a lot of things I love about Domino's, but it's not greasy. It's inexpensive. We don't like to say cheap.
No.
It's inexpensive and it's available everywhere. And you know what you're getting. There's no surprises. There's no oh, is this going to be good? And then it comes and it's like, not good.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting. So
yes.
Reliable. Comfort. Yeah. It's like a hug in a box.
It is. And tell us your favorite toppings.
Mushrooms. I love all the mushrooms you can give me. Thin crust. Sometimes I'll add maybe a little bit of sprinkled cheese if I'm feeling white trashy, or maybe some hot red pepper flakes.
Oof.
Maybe some sardines. Wait, no, not sardines. That would be. Oh my God, could you imagine sardines on a pizza? That'd be awful. Anchovies. You know what I mean?
Yes. Margot said, I like their wings, not gonna lie. I do too.
The boneless wings, where it's kind of questionable, like what part of the chicken did it come from? I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't even care if it is chicken.
It's probably not. I mean, I do like the wings with the bones, and you can tell it's those frozen wings, but you can suck them right off the bone. You know, it's like bursts with saliva. Made me hungry.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Beth McBrien said, I had a ton of dental work done and Domino's handmade pan is so soft, fluffy, yum that I can eat it without worry.
Perfect. Add it to the list of pros.
That's right. Can we monetize Domino's?
Listen, Domino's, call us. Hashtag sponsored. Could you imagine if we got sponsored by Domino's one day?
No, I would pee my pants. I think your vlog should be sponsored by Domino's because that pan you do of all those pizzas we got.
Yep.
Was good.
The funny part is it sounds like I put music on that track, but that's really just the sound that comes from the pizza when you open the boxes.
I almost believed you for a second. That's how gullible I am. I was like, wait.
Did you know that there's no there's the word orange is not in the dictionary? Did you know that?
I almost went with you on it for a second. Did you see it? Did you see it?
You're like, it's not?
Deanna said, here in Illinois, we have been told to leave individual pieces of candy spaced out outside the porch or walkway. Pavement treats? Ugh, 2020 ruining my holiday.
I understand you, but when you say pavement treats, that sounds kind of awesome.
That does sound awesome.
In my neighborhood, pavement treats is when people don't pick up after their dogs.
Yeah, that is what that sounds like, actually. Now, wait, sorry, I was just scrolling through the comments here. So your plan is to basically just like give candy to the trick-or-treaters tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have food or drink lined up for yourselves? What are you doing?
Not really. I mean, I did open this bottle of champs, so probably gonna slurp on that all day.
Yeah.
I know that the neighbors are probably gonna be boozing it up a little bit. I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it too much. You know, the Domino's is sounding really good.
Yeah.
We'll just order Domino's. Trick or treat in our neighborhood is from 5:30 to 8.
Oh wow, that's long.
5:30 is early, but
okay.
That's when the people push their strollers around. That's a racket, okay? When people complain about like trick-or-treaters and like not wearing good enough costumes or costumes at all, or like these trick-or-treaters are too old, it's like no. Everyone gets candy. Everyone. The real racket are the parents pushing strollers. There's like a little potato inside with a pumpkin costume on. That potato's not going to eat the candy. That's for you. That's for you.
That's an excellent point.
But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. You can have the candy.
Well,
but at least now we know by 8 o'clock, if we didn't get a lot of trick-or-treaters, the last one at 8 o'clock, they're going to get the whole bowl. Boop.
Well, you're very giving. You don't judge. Or if you do, you keep it inside and you just give the candy anyway.
Oh, we judge. We just keep it inside.
Right. Yeah. Well, exactly. Autumn Kinsey said, y'all, I'm sitting here at home waiting on Beto O'Rourke to knock on my door. He's canvassing neighborhoods near me and I'm waiting for my brush with fame. Wow. It's exciting.
It's a bummer he didn't get further along.
Way Bummerville.
In his pursuits. I liked him.
I enjoy him very much. Let's see. Leslie Mills said, what's a vampire steak? Vampire steak, red wine, and The Exorcist. That's my plans. That's awesome.
Oh, that sounds delightful. Like rare. Yum, yum.
Ooh. Obviously, I'm hungry because everything sounds delicious. Okay, so I did write some little Halloween questions.
Ooh.
To answer. But we can also read the comments because people are saying some fun Halloween things. Well, this is a bummer, but Holly Howard said Halloween is canceled in my neighborhood, so I will be eating pizza in my dark house.
Well, you put on a Halloween movie and it is Halloween inside your house.
That's right. And you light some candles.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so let's just like throw out a little question here. Your favorite, I don't think we talked, I tried to pick questions that we didn't, because Sarah and I did a Halloween live stream when I was at her place. So I'm trying to pick new questions. So the first question is your favorite Halloween costume that you had as a child.
I have an answer.
What is it?
My favorite costume as a child, I don't know what motivated this, but it happened. I was a mug of root beer.
What?
So I took like a trash can, and I'm like probably 11. So it's like getting to the end of my trick-or-treating days, but I took a trash can, cut the bottom out of it. That was where my head went through. Okay. And then I took trash bags, stuffed them full of other trash bags, white trash bags, put them around.
Oh my God.
So that was like the foam. It ended up looking more like hot cocoa, but like it doesn't matter. Like it was a mug. And then like I made them like a handle, right? So I'm like, I was just wearing a trash can with a handle with my arms cut out, just wearing it trick-or-treating.
That's amazing. And you did it all by yourself?
I did.
How old are you?
I was like 11.
That's impressive. You're been creative since day one.
Halloween was a big deal at our house. Costumes were always handmade. We never purchased costumes because lots of reasons, but yeah, no.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I
How
love
about you?
that.
What was your favorite costume?
Well, mine is not actually it was pretty awesome, but it's not exciting. I was a princess and
That's cute.
just a princess, but I have pictures and my grandma was an amazing seamstress. It was all handmade. And I just, I was like super girly girl. So I just thought it was the most magical thing. I had a wand and a crown and yeah, I was that girl.
What kind of crown was it? Like the cone with like the scarf thing that came off the cone? I always wanted to wear that.
I can't remember I'm gonna have to go back to reference photos. I can't remember the crown vividly, but I can see the rest of it. But yeah, I felt very special.
Whenever I think about a princess costume, my mind always goes to like the original Cinderella.
Yes.
Not like Cinderella Disney. I mean like the musical, like the original musical Cinderella. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, the Rodgers and Hammerstein?
Yes.
Okay.
Where like all the princesses are wearing like crazy headgear. Like it's either like one cone or maybe it's two cones.
Yes.
I love all that.
Like in Sleeping Beauty.
Yes.
Yes. I love that. Very Renaissance, you might say?
Ooh, you might.
You might. Oh, people are talking about costumes here. Let me pull up some fun ones. Joanna Salisbury, my fave was Dracula homemade costume. My dad did my makeup. It was amazing for the late 70s. I even won the Halloween costume contest.
I love it when people draw the widow's peak on with some eyeliner. That is the best.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I love it.
Margot said, dang, Sarah was a Halloween prodigy from basically birth.
It was ordained. It was written in the stars.
Truly it was. Sifting through things here. Yeah, so when you decided to start doing your Halloween videos, was that like you started your YouTube channel and you were like, this is something I want to include, or did it kind of gradually become a thing, or like how did that work?
I mean, October for me, for my entire life, has always been very Halloween focused. So it was never like not an option to do Halloween content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was like I was never not gonna do it.
Right.
I learned very quickly that the people are not interested in the Halloween content. They don't care. They don't watch. They're not interested. But you know what? I'm doing it anyways because I love it.
And I know I talk about it a lot, but I don't care because, you, me and Michelle talk about it on our Marco Polo all the time, where it's like, you'll say, I put up, my latest Halloween video and it's bombing. And it's like, it fills me with so much rage because if I had the choice between watching like an empties video or watching your fucking, she-devil transformation, that's going to win every time. I just don't understand. Makes me
Well, I appreciate you saying that. It means a lot when I hear that people really do enjoy it, because that's really truly the reason that I make them, is because I love it. I love it. I enjoy making it. I enjoy the process of thinking about what kind of costume to do, being scared that it's not going to work, putting it together, editing it, putting in like all of that. I love it. And Queen Oprah says that you cannot fail if you love what you're doing. So that's what I'm doing. I just make shit that I like, and if people are into it, then they'll come along, and if they're not, that's fine too.
I love it. Well, I'm going to be that person right now. I'm going to say, like, if you haven't seen the She-Devil, it is in the description box. After you're done watching this, go and like, it's a fun Halloween thing to share. Like, share it on social media, get it out there. Like, that's the thing. I think when YouTube, as we've learned as we go, right, this whole weird thing called YouTube, and it's like, you find out that if you put up a video, apparently, you put up a video within the first 2 hours, however it's ranked according to your last 10 videos. So if your Halloween video gets ranked like 8 out of 10,
mm-hmm.
that I guess like suppresses it in the analytics. Like YouTube doesn't push it forward because it's not in like your top 3 videos. So it's a little bit, I guess, dead in the water if it's not gangbusters at first. I don't know that that's actually true, but I think it is.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the way that the metrics work, or if we all knew what the formula was, we'd all be Jaclyn Hill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're whatever. I mean, I'm just sort of lost for words. I appreciate that people are into it, so I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Yeah. As you should. And we should all, share it. Share the shit you love. That's all. Share the shit you love.
Yeah, there's a comment from Bougie49. What makes a video bomb? Girl, I wish I knew. Because we would stop making them, but...
It has nothing to do with... It has nothing to do with anything. It has nothing to do with like actual quality content. It could be like an incredibly well thought out, entertaining, well edited video, but it's whatever people click on, right? That's what it comes down to, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, none of us really know.
Yeah.
Because I'll think of like a video that I think people really want to see, or a lot of people have asked me to do, and then I'll be like, yes, I'm gonna put this out and it's gonna be great, and it's like 9 out of 10. I'm like, okay, well, that didn't work out
at all. Yeah, I mean, like, you try not to get too wrapped up in the numbers because they're just numbers. Or you'll see the ranking, but then you look at the rest of the information and it says your video is performing as it normally does. It's like, well, then why is it 9 out of 10? What do you mean? But
I know.
Whatever.
Well, yeah, you can't like over focus on it because like you'll drive yourself insane. There's literally nothing you can do. So, wait, what? Autumn Kinsey. I love the Will and Grace episode where Grace says she went as Cindy Crawford's mole one year. That's a costume I'd like to see.
Oh, that's cute.
I love Jibber messing. Classic Ashley said, Sarah's costume videos are so fun, and I'm not even super into costume makeup, but it's fun to see how much she enjoys it, and honestly, she's just funny. I'd watch any of her videos.
Well, thank you. It's very sweet.
Yes, that's correct. Let's see. So we talked about there's more costume comments. I'm going to scroll up and find them.
Ooh, Ron G. Next year you should do one making yourself over into Cate.
Ooh.
You know, I've done that before with Linda from Glitter Fallout.
Yes.
I made myself into her and she made herself into me. You should check that out.
I love that. I loved that collab you guys did. Ryan K. In college, Ron, myself, and other pals went as the Victoria's Secret Angels. We made sparkly wings and sparkly underwear, eyeliner, the whole 9 yards. The gay version of the Angels deserved a TV special.
Yes, it did. That sounds brilliant.
It does. It really does. And I think we missed a super chat, like way back here. Let me see. Oh, Chantal.
Yeah. There's the pair with the hat. With one of those tiny hats. Oh, cute.
Thank you, Chantal, for the super chat.
Those little pairs are so cute.
They're adorable. Did you know that? I didn't know this because I sent a super chat recently when I was watching Audra at Home and Jen Love. Previously formerly known as Jen Love's Reviews. And when you go to send a super chat, you don't, like, depending on how much money you want to send, that's the only choice of pair you get. Like, you can't choose the pairs.
Oh.
I know. It like dictates it for you depending on how much money you want to spend.
Okay.
All right, YouTube.
Oh, Jenny with the Y. I had surgery when I was in 2nd grade and was in a wheelchair for a bit, so my mom made it into a chariot, and I was the queen of the spiders.
That is too much.
Your mom wins. I love it.
Yes.
My Uncle Ken is in a wheelchair. He's been in a wheelchair since he was 18. And he loves Halloween too. It's like in our family. And he always had like super epic Halloween parties. And he's in a wheelchair, right? So like sometimes it's maybe a little bit limited. But one year he was Howard Stern for Halloween. And he built like the entire like like the desk and the microphone and everything was just wheeling around.
Stop it.
Yeah.
That's
It was awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
So you're kind of a family of just like creative Halloween people.
We're kooks, man.
I love it. I love it. Randy actually, he came up with a couple's costume idea, obviously not for this year, but for some year where things normalize, which I think is pretty brilliant. It would be Uncle Fester and Debbie from Adam's Family Values, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Debbie.
The Addams Family movies, I could watch them anytime, all the time. They're brilliant.
That's such a great idea. Oh my gosh, it'd be so easy to put together too.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
maybe we can make it like a full group costume, and this is when groups are allowed again.
Yes.
We could do a whole Addams Family.
Oh my God. So now who would you and Tyler be?
I don't know. I mean,
You'd be Morticia. Wait, you'd be Morticia.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess we could be Morticia and Gomez. That would be cute, but like maybe Wednesday and Pugsley.
Oh yeah, that'd be probably more fun.
Or Cousin It and his wife. I don't know.
Yeah. I guess those would be way more creative. I just think that you'd make a stunning Morticia. Because you got like the long neck, you know, she has those very low cut dresses.
I'm such a prude though. And I never used to be. Like I definitely we've talked about this in other live streams before, but I definitely used to do the I don't want to say slutty, but slutty costumes.
Right. We know what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, no, but you don't even, that wouldn't have to be slutty, because I feel like
she's classy.
Like Angelica Houston doesn't really, you're not seeing a lot of boobage there. You're seeing just like a very, maybe.
It could be just like this.
Yeah, exactly.
And I could just walk around with like a flashlight, shining light only on my eyes all night.
I love it.
Like whoever did the lighting for her in that movie, awesome.
So good. Everything is on point. Kristen said Michelle Wong would be a great Wednesday. Yes.
She would be a great Morticia. Oh my God.
Oh wow. She already has the hair.
The hair. Oh, Faroche. Oh my God. And Miguel could be Gomez. We're doing this.
Oh wow.
We are doing this.
Gotta do this. But I know what you're saying, because Michelle, she has the spirit of Wednesday. You know, kind of a little bit goth, Daria, too cool for school.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, I don't think people understand how savage Michelle is. Is she still here? I don't think so.
Michelle. She's probably editing or something, but yeah, she's savage.
She is. She's the queen. The queen.
Is. Yeah. Savage. When you say savage, what do you mean exactly?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's very, to your point, very Wednesday Addams, right?
Yes. Yeah. She's just the coolest, and she's not really trying. She's not trying at all, I don't think.
Right. She just is. She has it. What is it? I don't know, because I don't have it. But she does.
You have it. You just have something else. Lauren Boyla said she's a boss bitch. Yeah.
Ooh, Brianna Delgado. I can tell she's a savage. She's like my aunt gives no fucks.
Yes.
Yep.
That's correct. I think that kind of comes out like when we do our live streams and stuff, because you know she puts out so much content. She's working all the time, which is crazy. Guys, she's like the hardest worker on YouTube, and she's obviously doing content that's about, you know, well, now she does the vlogs, so you kind of get like a slice of life, but like I feel like we all can kind of like show our personalities when we get together on these live streams. It's like you get like a different perspective on everyone, which is fun. She gets to show how savage she really is. Oh, Bougie 49. Oh my God, Sarah, with your skills, you can do anything. So talented.
Well, I can't be in the NBA, so.
Are you sure?
There's that. I'm tall, but I'm not NBA tall.
You are.
Nor do I have. I've never been able to dribble a basketball, ever. The basketball day in gym class where we had to do layups.
Oh my
Sick.
God.
I have cramps. I will be sitting on the bench. Thank you.
I just got broke out into a cold sweat thinking about gym in general. Like what a terrible, I mean, I suppose it wasn't terrible for everyone, but I found it to be truly terrible.
Truly terrible. Truly terrible.
Yeah. Did I tell you that I'm listening to this podcast? It's new. It's called Maintenance Days. I think I did tell you about it.
You did.
Yeah. And it's about kind of like busting these myths about like the wellness industry and diets and our perception of weight and stuff like that. And they do a whole episode about the president's fitness.
The presidential fitness challenge.
Right. Yes. Which is a total sham. It's like, but we just kept it going. But like everyone knew that it didn't, well, I didn't know, like kids didn't know, but like everyone who knows better knew that it was doing nothing for anyone. But we were just humiliating children for years.
Tyler loved it. But it's
see,
like,
he's like very physically, he's one of those people, that's what that's meant for. It's meant for those kids to show off and then everyone else is just screwed.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to run the mile. Please stop.
No, and it's like, and they talk about that too, where it's like the kids who weren't good at running the mile or were slow, which I definitely was, like the kids who finished first, they'd make them wait. They'd make them like sit there and they all be like talking and sitting there watching all the slow pokes. It was just set up horribly.
You know, there's a comment here from Autumn Kinsey. Gym class was awful. Elementary field day was the worst day of the year. I got to bring a sack lunch and my mom let me bring a soda. Oh, except.
Oh.
Okay. So to that point, I hated gym. It sucked. But field day was kind of the best because field day wasn't just about like just traditional physical activities like, you know, games or running distances or whatever. We did things like three-legged race, or there was this one, it was a nightmare and it lasted forever, but we were just having a hoot doing it. Everybody had to like take off one shoe or two shoes, I forget, and they were in a mountain and you had to get in there, find your damn shoes, put them on, and then get back to your space, and everybody had to do it. It was a little creative. I loved it. And you would get all these ribbons. I won the three-legged race.
Wow.
We practiced.
Wow.
Nerds.
I have to say, I hated field day just as much as everything else, but I think it's because I was such an insane introvert when I was little. Like I was scared of everything and I didn't speak and all that stuff. So I just like anything where you had to interact, like.
Okay, that's fair.
But I wish I liked it. It would have made my life better.
Oh, people hated field day. Okay, that's fair. I get it. I get it.
I mean, wait. Jenny with a Y. Best part of I just spit. Sorry. Best part of field day was the snow cones.
Yes.
Obviously, I was not one of the kids who could run them. I don't remember snow cones.
Yeah, I wonder if it must have just been really wildly different school to school, because our field day was less about like just like a full day of PE and more about fun. It was like a picnic almost.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds nice. Sherry Ricebeck, we had to wear one piece uniforms in gym class and the bottoms looked and felt like diapers. Oh my God.
Rompers.
Then some girls had to set out and everyone knew they were on their periods and would get teased. Wow. That sounds, yeah.
Oh God. The stories we could all tell about the trauma we all endured as girls dealing with lady issues.
Yeah, that's right. Listen up, Keith Raniere.
Oh my God.
Women were humiliated as well, even though he didn't think they were.
Hey, update, and maybe we don't want to get into it too much, but update: Keith Raniere was sentenced. Bye. Get out of here.
Bye. Yeah, to 120 years. Oh, Brett Clark is here.
Oh, see, she loved field day. Field day was lit. Agreed.
No, Britt.
She must have had a fun school like me.
That's nice.
That's nice.
That's nice for you guys. Yes, Kristen said, is there another? Okay, Britt. Hey, have you figured out what the vow is about yet? Because the only thing I've sent super chats to other channels about is like, I'll send a super chat and be like, have you watched the vow? What are your thoughts? And Britt did not know what The Vow is. She thought it was just like a romantic comedy. So
Hey, it's common mix-up.
get on it, Britt. Watch it.
Well, I forgot to mention this, that if you guys like loved The Vow, loved/hated The Vow because it's horrible, and want more, if you go to Stars, the Stars Network, Stars with a Z, they pretty much have The Vow over there, but it's called Seduced, and it's from the point of view of India Oxenberg.
I have yet to watch this. I've been waiting for him to not be working, but have you seen it?
Okay, so I signed up for my free sample, my free preview or whatever of
Yeah.
Stars, thinking that all the episodes were on there and I could just binge it and then quit Stars before I had to pay. Rookie mistake. I didn't look into it first. They only just started, so I've only seen one maybe two episodes. There's only like 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and it's not as slow paced as The Vow. It's actually really good, and they're really digging into the stuff that The Vow didn't get to probably yet.
Yeah.
About like the really terrible things that Keith was doing and saying, and there's way more. Like,
I mean, I want to hear that. I mean, I know that sounds messed up to be like, I want to hear that, but I mean, I do. I want to know exactly what went on. So I need to check that out.
Oh, Margot was watching Seduce just before we came on. What?
Ooh,
and there's 4 episodes. Yes, thank you. 4 episodes.
4. Okay, so that might be a good Halloween watch. I can't think of anything scarier than that.
It is scary. Lisa says, Sarah, did it make you feel different about Mark Vicente? Okay, so in the
I heard this. Yes.
In Seduced, Mark Vicente is not featured like he is in The Vow at all. And it makes sense because it's from India's point of view, and it didn't seem like they were aligned. I feel like Mark is a goober, and just he was hook, line, and sinker, man. Hook, line, and sinker. And in The Vow, they don't really show how he really was pushing Keith's agenda. He's culpable. They show how bad he feels, and you totally get that. But like when you watch Seduced, it ain't good.
Well, and I mean, I'm sure I'll have feelings about it when I watch it, but like, I feel like there is a reason that Mark, I mean, he, like in that one of those last episodes on The Vow, it was that episode where Catherine Oxenberg was kind of like laughing about this situation where, Bonnie like had to repent and sleep on the floor. And Mark was so upset at her for laughing about it. And he started to like get emotional, and he was like, that's not funny. And He talked about how responsible he felt. So, I mean, I feel like, I don't know. It's like he's really owned up to that, I feel like.
I agree. It is good to kind of see both sides. It's like when you watch the news, you want to watch CNN and Fox News, blend it together and get to the middle because both sides are a little apart. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to watch it. And wait, we're diverging a little bit because I want to come back to The Vow, or to Seduced. But Jenny with a Y said, I know people have a lot of feelings about Unsolved Mysteries not having Robert Stack, but the new Unsolved Mysteries episodes are so good. Have you seen those?
I've seen a couple. They're not grabbing me, probably because there's no Robert Stack.
Yeah.
The stories, the ones that I have seen so far, they don't seem to be the same vibe.
Okay. I haven't seen it because there's no Robert Stack, so.
Yeah.
But
I feel like the ones I've seen were solved, and it's like unsolved mysteries. What are we doing here?
Yeah. Right. Going back to The Vow and Seduce, Ryan K, I still feel like Sarah can be a mean-spirited person, and not just because of her involvement in the documentary. Sorry, not sorry. I probably didn't explain that well in 120 characters.
Okay. Yeah. No, in Seduced, the Sarah character from The Vow is also not featured in the same way as Mark Vicente. It's like it's just a different point of view.
Yeah.
They're not going into detail, or at least that I've seen. I might be behind by an episode, but they're not going into detail about anyone else but Keith and some of the other key players like Nancy Salzman, who's nuts. Who apparently turned on Keith, by the way. But it's just it's very, very different.
Yeah,
it's very different.
I can't wait to watch it. Sorry, I just feel like Momo Kitty said, I disagree. I never want to watch Fox News. I don't think that's what you were saying. I don't.
No. I'm not saying that that's not good. It's not good. but sometimes if you're watching too much of one side, you just want to go see what are they talking about over here.
You were just using that as example.
And you just sort of like blend it. Just blend it.
Jenny with the Y said, I'm incorrigible. What did I say? Did I just say something? What did I say?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, Bougie, one of the chats, you guys said one of them was good looking. No, we didn't.
Oh my fucking God.
No, we didn't.
Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Okay. Not them, okay? This is me, Mark Vicente, taking responsibility right now, but not because I didn't do anything wrong. So, I said that Keith Raniere was not the Hunchback of Notre Dame, okay? That's right. All I said, because we were like dogging his looks. It was a comedic moment, and a couple people have like commented and just gotten their panties all in a damn twist about it.
Mm-hmm. It was just It was just an objective statement. It's like if you say,
oh, and I said he had good hair, because he does. I mean, I'm not saying I approve of the style.
Because he does.
He's got hair that's blown in the wind. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it. It's not my style. I don't love it. I also commented that I liked his fashions because I'm into preppy looks.
Well, no one remembers when you said that.
Yeah. I mean, not all of his fashions, though, because when he's wearing his dumpy, stupid volleyball outfit and his dumb sweatband, it's like...
No, well, I mean... It was just, I think sometimes most people get it, but like when we get together and we have these conversations, there are different elements to it. Like we're talking about something very serious, but we have moments that are like fun and light and comedic, and it's not the end of the world. We're not supporting Keith Raniere. We're not victim blaming or shaming. So everyone calm down and back it up.
Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up,
back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up.
Can I just say something real quick about Keith Raniere's hair?
No.
Yes.
No. Yes, his hair is glorious, but on top of that person, it looks wacky as fuck.
I know.
Like, here's the thing. The kid from Jerry Maguire grew up, and he's shredded as hell now, but that combination of things doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Because it's still the head of the kid from Jerry Maguire, glasses and all, on top of like the body of John Cena.
That is something I hadn't thought about, but it's not wrong. And I agree. I don't think his hair is it's not a good style.
No, it's not good. Just because it's not a good style doesn't mean that he doesn't have good hair. He does have good hair. He has good hair. But also, Jamie K, even if Kate did think he was hot, who cares? She did not say he was hot.
I did not say he was hot, Jamie K. I know you're trying to help, but
yeah. No, I get what she's saying. Like, even if you did, if you thought he was handsome, who cares? That's like people that are like, oh, this serial killer is handsome. It's like, you can say that. You can. You're allowed. You can say that and still think they're a gross monster.
Yeah, I mean, but okay, Jenny with the Y's loudly agreeing with Randy's assessment of Keith Raniere and how he looks. I did not say he was hot, nor would I ever, even if I thought that, I wouldn't say that, because that's like someone who came into, Chris Watts, that's another live stream he did, but someone came in just to like talk about like how hot he was, and I was like, no, see, that's not the same thing, because we're in a conversation and we're having like a dynamic back and forth. You just came in to say Chris Watts is hot, and that's all you had to offer. So fuck you.
Oh, that was the name that I was trying to think of, Brianna. Ted Bundy. Hey, listen, in the 70s, Ted Bundy might have been a snack. In 2020, no. Not so
Okay,
much.
I have very strong opinions about that just because like everyone, I agree with you, Sarah. Like everyone talks about how handsome Ted Bundy was. And it's like, again, he was not the hunchback. He was fine.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like, I wasn't dying a million deaths. Well, that was I didn't mean it that way, but.
Right. I mean, I'm trying to think of like, wow, we're going to go down a rabbit hole if I start trying to think of serial killers that were handsome. You
Yeah,
can be handsome and be a serial killer. They're not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, right.
I mean, whatever. I think he looked weird, but I'm not into the 70s look. Probably also why I'm not into Keith Raniere.
Yeah.
It's the feathered center part.
Yeah.
Bangs.
Yeah.
Just so much hair. He got a good head of hair. He's got hair. But
he does. There's just no two ways about it. Love my GSDs. You totally trashed someone who said he was hot. Why would people think you thought that? Oh, okay.
Oh, whatever.
Okay, sorry. I don't know. I don't even know what that means, but okay. I'm just sifting through the many comments here. Oh, Britt Clark said, Zac Efron is Ted Bundy, though. I have feelings about that, too. Did you see it?
I did see it. I got the vapors. I'm a fan of Zac Efron.
I think Zac Efron's fantastic.
Yeah.
He should not have... I think he did a good job playing Ted Bundy. I don't think that was... I didn't like that movie. I thought it was real slick. And it didn't give me any info that I didn't get in the tapes, like the actual Ted Bundy tapes. And also, Zac Efron is not anything. Ted Bundy was like a tall gangle, and Zac Efron's giving me like a beefcake situation.
I wonder if that casting choice was just based on this like weird common notion that Ted Bundy was handsome. So like, well, who can we cast that's handsome? So they cast like someone who's super handsome. And it's like, you went too far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Lauren Boyles does not enjoy Zac Efron. Well, he's a type.
Oh, I think he's so talented. Like, is there anything he can't do? He's a good actor. He's a decent singer. He can dance.
Yeah, he looks like an action figure.
He looks like an action figure, and he seems like a nice guy. I mean, I don't know him personally, but he seems nice.
Jovi's mom. Yes, girl. T. Haha, I'm listening while cleaning. Feathers 70s center part description made me think about Tati's husband. Yes.
Oh, I haven't seen Tati's husband.
Tati's husband. I'm sure he's a peach of a man. I don't know any of these people personally, but his hairstyle is very dated. His whole look is very dated. He's got like a center part. His hair is longer.
Do you think I can Google him?
Yeah. Yeah. He has like very, very like sculpted like facial hair, like a pencil thin mustache. It's not for me.
Oh wow.
He looks very old, and I don't think he's that old. But his style is just so dated.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that this situation.
It's very sculpted, penciled.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. It's a very 80s look. It is definitely dated. Wow, I didn't know. Okay.
It's very like John Bon Jovi. Like they're listening to Slippery When Wet every day. You know what I'm saying?
So there's so many good comments. Tony Page, I've been doing laundry and listening because I can't watch The Vow. I heard Cate get very defensive a minute ago. Listen, you got to defend yourself when people think you said Keith Raniere is hot. Okay, like I've got to set that record straight.
Well, you know what, Cate? To Jamie K's point, what if you did think he was hot? So what?
Doesn't.
But what if you did? Who cares? You could still think he's a monster.
He is a monster. But I think the thing that bothers me is like, it's not important. You know, it's like, that's not an important point to be made because he's a piece of shit.
Okay. That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you know, Howard Stern was talking about Keith Raniere like the other day because the sentencing had come out or whatever. And I have not done this yet, but I probably should. But like, there's text messages that have been released that you could just Google Keith Raniere text messages with whatever. And it's one of the girls who was very instrumental in the case, you know, the court case to bring him down, where she's entered into a relationship with him when he's like, when this person was like 15 years old.
Yes, I saw this.
And the text messages, you know, because we've already talked about how they have this weird thing about controlling people's weights, and he likes real skinny girls and all this stuff. But one of the text messages says something like, you've put on some weight, and when I see that weight on you, it physically hurts me. Like, what, Keith?
Wow.
You're not the skinnykins. Okay?
No,
Keith.
He's not. Well, right. No, he's not. He's very stocky.
He's husky. That's the term I like to
husky. use. My friend Sarah refers to him as husky nerdy Jesus.
Yeah. He's in the junior boys section at Sears buying husky pants. Okay.
Side note, Anastasia Harrison. I got Zac Efron mixed up with Zach Galifianakis. That is
Fat Jesus.
Who actually is Fat Jesus, correct. That is a really intense mix-up, I have to say.
I love Zach Galifianakis so much.
Oh, he's the best.
Have you seen the sketch that he does where he's using like a Western North Carolina accent and he's talking about doing youth chili cook-offs?
I don't know that I have, but I will after this.
I should send it to you, but like the Western North Carolina accent is very almost effeminate, especially for men.
Yeah.
Where they just sound like this. That's what they sound like. And he's a youth pastor, and he's leading youth chili cook-offs. It's like the funniest shit. Me and Tyler are like crying. You know, we grew up in North Carolina, so we know all these accents. Yeah. And that's where he's from, Zach Galifianakis. So. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just had an epiphany. I had a memory of when we're going back to Keith Raniere. Okay. So we were talking about, this is how this came about, because I have to figure out why we were talking about it. We were talking about, I know, just go with me. Okay. We were talking about why would these people be attracted to him? That was a huge point of our conversation. Like, why? Like, what? He's just a nerd. He's all these things. And then that was what brought it about. And I was like, oh, he's not, you know.
Right.
He's not the worst. But anyway, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, right.
I mean, he is the worst, but you know what I'm saying. Lisa Kay. Mark Harmon. Oh, that's right. Mark Harmon played Ted Bundy in a 1986 movie. He was great in it, and I think he's hot, but didn't make me think Ted Bundy was hot. You can separate acting and reality. Okay. Not really. I think if you're cast in a movie about someone who lived, I think Mark Harmon's close enough to Ted Bundy, though. I'm not like, oh no, how dare you?
Maybe closer than Zac Efron.
Closer than Zac Efron.
That's fair.
And Zac Efron's such an it person now, but I guess so is Ted Bundy. So maybe, you know. Ted Bundy is, I think, one of the most interesting serial killers. Like, if I could watch, you know, something about a serial killer like endlessly, he'd be one of the people I would watch. Who's your person? Do you have a serial killer that you're intrigued with? A serial killer that you're fascinated with?
Ooh, there's so many. Like I can't really name one offhand. Yeah. Because it's just a long list.
Yeah. Sherry Rice. Oh, sorry.
Who was the one that dressed like the clown?
Ed Gein.
Ed Gein. He was the one who was like collecting skins and digging up bodies and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
So when he got to no. Hang on. We're confusing it. Ed Gein did not do the clown stuff. Who was the one who did the clown stuff?
John Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy. Yes. Okay, so when he went to prison, he was painting, right?
Yes.
And I've seen one of his paintings in person, and it made me feel weird.
Yeah, that sounds.
It's like too close, you know?
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, that sounds messed up. I'm scrolling up. Tony Page, Bob Saget as could be Ted Bundy. I mean,
yes.
yeah, that's a good one. Ashley A just sent a super chat. John Wayne Gacy equals clown. Okay.
Yeah. How did I not have that in my brain? It's just
I'm
filled with too many serial killers.
It's okay. I'm the one who said John Geen or Ed Gein or whatever. But Ashley, thank you for the super chat. I also want to point out Ashley is a channel that I just discovered, and I really enjoy her YouTube channel. So please go and check out Ashley A's YouTube channel. She's a delight.
Mm-hmm.
She's just likable. I just want to like sit down and have drinks with her. Isn't that what it's really all about at the end of the day?
Someone is saying that John Wayne Gacy did not paint those paintings. He recruited other inmates to paint them for the money. Well, it still made me feel icky when I saw them in person.
Well, yes, correct.
Yeah.
I was listening again to another podcast that You're Wrong About podcast I listened to, and they were talking about how murder, I'd never heard this term before, but murderabilia is a thing.
It's big business.
It's a big business.
Yeah, actually, I got a comment on one of my Crew Time videos that I did about Bob Berdella, the Kansas City butcher. Somebody recently left a comment from some website that is selling stuff that came out of his house. And I'm just like, thumbs up, moving on. Like,
whoa.
Not here to buy it, but okay.
Oh, I will say, and also your Crew Time videos are fantastic. The most recent one I watched was the Scott Peterson. Isn't that the most recent one that you did?
Yes.
It's one of the most well-told Scott Peterson stories I've ever heard. I've heard that story many times, but I was making dinner and listening to it, and you do it so well. And it's also just, no matter how many times you hear it, it's so upsetting.
It is upsetting. There's a comment in here that made me gasp. Hang on.
Yeah.
Shiri, I mentioned Andrew Cunanan as not being homely. My claim to fame, or my claim to infamy. I had dinner with him and David Madsen, one of his first two victims, 2 nights before he went on his killing spree. Holy shit! What?
Wait, you had dinner with him? Shiri, tell us more.
Tell us more.
How did that come about?
The Andrew Cunanan. Did you watch the series that was done by what's his face?
Ryan Murphy
and Brad Falchuk, right?
I did not. I have not watched it. I know I need to.
Oh, it's good because it's what's his face from Glee who plays him. Brilliant casting. Brilliant.
Chris.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
No, I think he won. Did he win an Emmy for that? I mean, I think he won something.
I hope so. It was good.
Okay, I need to watch it. We need to hear more from Shiri about we're pins and needles, Shiri.
Dinner. Whoa.
I had dinner with he and David Madsen, one of his. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Yeah, Vivian Haig says, tell us more.
Tell us all the things.
Hey,
does anybody else in the chat have an experience like a near death, like you had an encounter, a neighbor that you found out was a serial killer, any of that stuff? Tell us.
Yeah, tell us. I don't have anything interesting like that. Oh no, I do. I do, but it's very small. But OJ Simpson. Did I ever tell you this?
No.
Oh my God, how have I not shared this story? Okay. I think I've repressed it. My hands already started sweating. I was in a casino in Las Vegas with my parents. My dad was gambling. My mom and I were bored as per usual. So it was really late. It was like 1 a.m. And I think I was 17 or something like that. I was a teenager. And we were getting dessert at a restaurant, and OJ Simpson was waiting at the host stand to be seated, and so were we. And I'm not exaggerating this. I'm not kidding you. I was standing with my mom. He turned around and he was like, "Hi, how are you?" And I was like, and my mom was we were just like frozen. And we were seated at a banquet, like our backs were to his back. Like we were literally, yeah.
Oh,
creepy. And I was like, it really goes, it makes sense because, I mean, not that it's okay, but I'm just saying what we know about OJ Simpson. I was full on this color hair, but like long. I was tan. Like I was,
a little Nicole Brown-esque,
little
if
bit,
I may.
little white blonde young thing happening.
But you escaped with your life.
But I escaped that restaurant with my life.
Whoa.
That's all I got.
Lauren Boyles, OJ Simpson asked my mom out at a restaurant before or after he murdered his wife.
Oh.
We need to know.
The people need to know, Lauren. Let's see. Let's scroll back.
This is a very spooky conversation. I'm into this. This is very Halloweenish.
This is very, and it happened very organically. I love it.
Charlie, my parents, they were not part of his group, knew and hung out with Charles Manson. Squeaky babysat me. It's a long story, but they knew him pretty well. My dad said before the murders, no more.
Wow. Charlie.
Brain has exploded.
Mic drop, Charlie. Whoa.
Holy moly.
Wow, that's crazy.
You know what's kind of sad is like we have asked people before in these chats, do you know any famous people, any famous experiences? And it's not as many as people saying, yeah, I know a murderer. I have an encounter with a murderer.
Right.
Yeah.
Jenny with a Y, Kate's near-death experience is once I was in close proximity to OJ Simpson.
Hey, listen, it's not nothing.
I mean, it's all I got, and he's a murderer, so.
He did speak to you.
He did. He turned around to kind of hit on me. As a teenager.
Ageless Beauty 416. My grandfather lived on the same block as Jeffrey Dahmer.
Whoa, is creepy.
Did they smell the smells?
Whoa, Jeffrey Dahmer.
There's a lot of aromas coming out of that place.
Yeah. Yes. Sherry told us more. Did not go to school with him. Friends worked. I think we're talking about
her. Well, how did she get to dinner with him? Okay.
Oh, okay. Friends worked with his ex, who was one of the first guys he killed. Wow.
Zoinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have a few, not like direct involvements or in relationships or whatever with people, but kind of like, things happened in the town that I lived in, right? Like there was and I did crew trials on all of them. So like there was the Marine who murdered his girlfriend and buried her in the backyard. That was like maybe a couple miles from the house I grew up in North Carolina. And then there was a murder that happened in DC where the person who was murdered owned a business in the town that I work in. Because I don't live in DC proper. I live like just right outside.
Right.
And I remember the night that they caught the person who killed him, the police were chasing him down, like right past the house. Like when I'm filming and you hear like police cars and shit go by and I'm annoyed, I heard it. I heard it that night when they caught him.
Oh my God. Wow.
It was wild. It was wild, but no, I don't have any personal. OJ Simpson never hit on me in a casino.
Well, count yourself lucky. This I'm not sure about. Stephanie C. My uncle is a serial killer in the Bronx, and my sister is one of his victims. Something about this is confusing.
Is he incarcerated? Or are you telling us things?
What's happening?
Oh no, that's terrible. Well, I'm
what
sorry.
Does that all mean?
Sorry about your sister, Stephanie.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry. Okay. Scrolling up here. Oh, I put this up before. Sherry said there's a guy in our town that killed an engaged couple. Oh, this is awful. And then had sex with, and then ate a sandwich. He wasn't a serial killer, but a murderer, and the whole town knew him and his family. Okay, that's
weird.
Horrible.
Eek.
It's, wow. Stephanie C., my sister was one of the victims. I'm very sorry. I'm so sorry. That's terrible. It's on Netflix. Well, what is it? Tell us what the show is called on Netflix that's about this.
Oh, Shiri, I sat next to OJ and Nicole at a restaurant in Hawaii. You guys are going to think I'm a troll. I swear this is all true. You've had some terrible restaurant experiences. Maybe stop going to restaurants.
Wow, Sherry. No, we don't think you're a troll. Also, you know how to write, so you have that going for you. But yeah, that's insane. 1978.
Oh my.
Oh boy. Wow.
Alex Henriquez, Conversations with a Serial Killer. Ooh, that's a greis show.
Ryan, are you saying, I think he's inquiring if that's Stephanie's uncle? You know, like, I don't know. I'm very curious about that. I don't know who Alex Henriquez is. Have you seen that, Sarah?
Maybe, okay, she said yes, it is. I don't know if I've seen that episode. Maybe I have. I've seen a lot of them. They're actually really interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. But it's a little close to home.
Oh.
Sorry, Stephanie.
Yeah, sorry, Stephanie. Serial Killer with Pierce Morgan, episode 3. Wow. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
I am horrified.
Interesting.
Wow. Okay. Well, I think we're running dry on that a little bit.
Sorry, it's a downer, guys. Let's talk
Yeah,
about Halloween some more.
Let's move on to a lighter. I'll pull up my list here. How about that?
Yeah. What do you got?
Okay. That's actually a question Randy thought of. How did you feel about, like, when you were trick-or-treating, houses that were done up to be super scary?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, was I scared to go up to the door?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. The short answer is no, but it just all adds to the fun. I think I might have probably been more nervous to go up to the scary houses if it was just me, but we always trick-or-treated in like a group. So it was, because I have a sister, so I always had a sibling, and then we would always go with like the neighbors or friends or cousins or whatever. So like, there's, you're braver when there's a group that you can just sort of hide behind.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just somebody's dad in their coveralls with a mask on.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Would you like, no, I'm not going to that house?
No, I can't. I was terrified, and my parents would have to like push me and be like, "It's okay. See, that's not real." And I was like that child. So.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, I know. Bless. Stephanie said, hold on a second here. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to mess up your mood. No, you didn't mess up your mood. No.
Sorry, we didn't. Yeah.
No, you're fine. Yeah, it was on topic. We asked. So.
Charlie said, I don't remember trick-or-treating or ever dressing up. Wow. Do you mean like ever? Oh man.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't remember every trick-or-treat instance, I guess, but like, there's just something. Me and Tyler were talking about this. Like, my nephew from my sister is like, he's an inside kid. Okay, he's not into it. He does not give a shit about Halloween. It's just not his jam.
Yeah.
Now his sister's kids are totally Halloween because, like, I mean, you are Halloween in this family, right? So, some people just aren't into it, and that just seems so strange to me. But I guess like having my nephew who's like not into it, I guess I can I never thought about it before.
Yeah.
Yes. I never thought about it before. Like, what do you mean you don't want to go trick-or-treating? What?
Right. Yeah, no, I'm the same way. Like my dad was always into scary stuff, and so I just kind of grew up that way, so it was natural to me. But Skin T said, what are some unpopular opinions about Halloween or the holidays?
Like our unpopular opinions?
I guess. Or some other people can weigh in, but
I mean, I think I've already talked about this, but like, I think the most unpopular opinion that I have about Halloween is that there's no age limits and there's no rules about Halloween, especially when it comes to trick-or-treating. It is free candy day for all.
Yes.
We can talk shit about them when they leave, but I'm still giving you candy. You knock on my door, you say trick-or-treat, or don't. I'm giving it to you.
I think that's a pretty nice unpopular opinion. That would make me like you even more.
Because some people are like, oh, there's no costume, you don't get anything. It's like, why? But why though? Just give it. Who cares?
This isn't I don't know. This is an unpopular. Sir, waiter, can I please get another mimosa?
Oh, my waiter left. He went to the comic book store.
Damn it. Can you be your own waiter?
I'd have to run all the way downstairs.
I mean, I can keep it going if you want.
I'm okay.
Ah!
Ah!
Ah! Ah! Oh my God. Michael Myers is here.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Michael Myers is my waiter.
I hear the musical stab.
Oh my God. I didn't even know he was in here.
That was very scary.
It's terrifying. So wait.
Leslie Mills. Oh my God, I jumped. That's cute.
Randy, no.
I peed my pants a little.
Truth be told, before we started, he was actually like trimming the hair to make it nicer. Speaking of hair and terrible, monstrous people, he was trimming his Michael Myers mask. So, wait, I don't even know. That really took me. I don't even know what I was saying.
That was a success, Randy. Success. The viewers were afraid.
Great success. We were talking about unpopular opinions.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, this is an unpopular opinion, but like, I have a very low tolerance for people who tell me that they don't like scary movies. Like, I'm immediately like my friend Michael, I was talking about that and how he hadn't seen Halloween, and like, you know, The Shining is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had some friends, I won't name names.
How scary. There's a lot of orange juice in that mimosa, Randy.
I know. That's the scariest part of all. Too much orange juice. Thank you, Michael.
I'm watching like the delay. I have my laptop here so I can watch the comments, and it's like delayed. I see Randy like.
Oh my God. Wow, the noonday light is really coming in strong and hot, guys. Sorry.
Hot.
So yeah, like the end of The Shining. Listen, if you haven't seen the end of Shining, this is a spoiler alert, but it's fine. It's you've had time.
Yes, I would say
you've had some time to see The Shining. You know how Jack ends up like he dies, and then he ends up in the photograph from whatever it was, like the 1920s or 30s. Like, I had a couple people I know who were like, so is he like, did he time travel back, or like what, how did he get in there? And I was like, what do you mean? The hotel
is haunted.
It's haunted and it's possessed, and it took him with it, and now he's a part of the history. It's not literal. I think that's the thing for me. Like, some people want to like get down to nitty gritty, like, well, what happened? We need to know the details. It's like, no, you don't. Like, that's why horror is horror. Like, we don't know we don't know.
You just accept. Just accept. surface. You don't ask questions.
Yes.
You just accept.
Yeah, we can't know everything. Anyway.
Billy L said, I totally don't like scary movies. Haha, I live alone and they give me nightmares. Well, that's fair because my bestie, Kelly, lives alone and she will not watch thrillers, scary movies, any of that stuff because she lives alone and it makes her scared. So.
That makes sense. I get that.
But people who don't like it because they don't get it, judging.
Cheryl McNeil, Kate, those people are dead weight. You got to cut them loose.
Listen, if I cut you off, chances are you handed me the scissors. Okay.
Wow, I'm gonna journal that. I'm gonna write that down. I need to always remember that. Allie's son. I watched Scream for the first time myself in my dorm room on a weekend with all the lights off. I have never watched a scary movie since. Well, that was just like you were just trying to make yourself never watch a scary movie again.
Sometimes that will breed somebody who loves that shit because the first scary movie I ever remember seeing was Night of the Living Dead. I was far too young to be watching that shit, but I'm behind the couch like this. And my parents, I guess, had rented it and they're watching it. They didn't know, but I'm just like,
oh my God, I've never seen it.
It's truly terrible. I mean, it's a classic, but it's like,
right.
Wow, that's bad. This is bad. Who did the SFX in this? No one?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I need to see it just so that I can say I did. Jenny with a Y, I can't handle watching horror movies, but I have enough morbid curiosity that I always read the article about the movie on Wikipedia. Okay. Yeah. You know, I don't get scared. Like I love haunted house movies. They're my favorite, or haunted hotel movies or whatever. But because I live in this tiny apartment in New York City, I don't get scared by my place. Whereas if I was in a house, which I obviously have been in my life, like grew up in a house, that was terrifying. Like that would scare the hell out of me. But there's something about like living in an apartment where you can hear the person next door and like everyone's just paper thin walls and you're next to people. It's like, well, I mean, that's not scary.
Like there's no one hiding in your closet. They're not going to fit in there.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There was a comment about somebody with trick or treat. Hang on.
Yeah.
Jovi's mom, 100% agree. Everyone gets candy. My nephew was always tall and stout for his age. My aunt took him trick or treating when he was 11. Homeowners shamed him and he hasn't been back since. Robbed childhood. Well, come to my house. I will give you all the candies.
Why did they shame him?
Because he maybe looked too old to be trick or treating.
Oh.
I mean, I don't care. You could be
shitty to shame people on Halloween.
If you are 50 and you come to my door and you say trick or treat, I'm going to give you candy.
We love that about you.
It's for all of us.
Yes. Kim McConnell said, I laughed out loud at the theater for the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I liked it.
Is that with Ryan Reynolds?
No, that's the one with Jessica
Biel.
Yeah. Who looked awesome in that movie, by the way. I thought it was good.
I don't remember if I saw it. I don't know that I did. But
what's your thoughts though on the Amityville remake with Ryan Reynolds?
I liked it. I mean, Ryan Reynolds just can't do anything wrong, first of all.
Well, A, he's on the to-do list. We've already talked about this.
Yes.
2,
yours and Tyler's.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, yeah. That movie was so scary at one point that it made me cry. The scene where they're in the closet, spoiler alert, the parents had gone out to wherever they went and the kids were being babysat and there was like the spirit appears in the closet and she has the bullet hole. That made me cry.
Okay, I have to see it again because I don't remember details. Maybe we need to watch it.
It's a goodie. Goodie. And then like after watching that, because everybody wakes up at like 3 a.m. or whatever, like that's a thing. Because that's the witching hour, right. I guess. I was waking up at 3 a.m.
Oh.
Or anytime I wake up in the night, I will not look at the time because I'm afraid it's going to say 3.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, I totally, there's lots of movies that have, you waking up at a certain time.
Yeah.
And do you that kind of makes me think of what are they? Shoot, the movies like The Nun, like that whole.
Oh, The Conjuring.
The Conjuring. Do you enjoy those?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not like my favorite, but
Right.
they're okay. They're okay.
Yeah.
Like where the kids are afraid. I forget which one it is because there's so many in that series, that little world. But like one was on the other day. It might have just been the original Conjuring, where the kids are in their bedrooms, and the one, it's like nighttime, and it wakes up and it's like seeing something that's in the room, and the other kid doesn't see it, and that's the kind of stuff that will stick to my bones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the whole like waking up at night and having someone like in your room or standing over your bed, or like I can't handle that. Like when people tell, ghost experiences they've had, and they're like, I woke up and my grandma was, or like at the end of my bed, or like there's a child next to me. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's too much.
A lot of that.
It's super scary. Sorry. Go ahead.
Hang on a second. Gasp. Rachel Solomon, unpopular opinion. I do not dig Ryan Reynolds.
Whoa.
Block. Delete.
Rachel, are you just saying that to be contrary?
Look at your life and look at your choices. Did you see the Amityville where it doesn't matter if he's insane, but he has no shirt on, it's raining, he's down at the boat dock, he has a shotgun, he cocks it with one hand, and it's like...
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Wow. Rachel, that you just...
Showing all my cards.
What'd you say?
I'm showing all my cards.
Laura Hopkinson, 3:15 a.m. was when he killed his family in Amityville. Right. Okay. Erica said the exorcism of Emily Rose made me scared of waking up at 3 a.m. Okay. I saw the exorcism of Emily Rose. Did you see it?
Same. That messed me up.
It messed me up. And I saw it. I was working at Busch Gardens. It was my first job out of college before I moved to New York City. And I was doing their Halloween season. And I was living in a room with my friend. And okay, I'm not explaining this well. Basically, I lived with two dudes, two gay guys. I shared a room with one of them. My best friend Chip had his own room right next door. So we went to see the exorcism of Emily Rose in the theater. That scene where the boyfriend wakes up and she's on the floor,
upside down,
smiling.
all contorted.
Yes.
Yeah.
I screamed. I don't know that I've ever screamed, but I was just my heart was palpitating.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep that night. And I was just sweating under the covers of my bed. I called Chip on his cell phone in the next room because I didn't want to get up. It was 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And his ringtone was my cackle because he loved my cackle. So he had my cackle recorded as my ringtone. So I'm sweating it out under the covers. I call Chip and I hear in the next room. And I was like, ah!
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
It was, and he came and he slept with me. He slept with me in my twin bed.
Oh, sweet.
So nice. Anyway, but yes, that movie it was scary.
Oh my God. The first, well, it's a remake, but The Ring, the original Ring, at the very, very end where she comes out of the TV, that made me cry also. If I get scared enough, my eyes will tear up. It's rare, but it does happen.
No, The Ring was scary. I mean, The Ring was totally my jam because it's that, it's that creepy, it's creepy scary. And I find that to be the most terrifying. It was very stylized and I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Ooh, Tony Page, the birds always bothered me. I still can't see blackbirds in a group that I don't freak out. Well, the front of my house right now is covered in blackbirds.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
That's my front porch decoration. If you look at my Instagram, you'll see it. If you look at my vlog, you'll see it also. But we ordered a bunch of fake crows from Amazon, and I've got a wrought iron railing on the front porch, and the whole thing is covered in fake birds.
It's amazing. We saw it in life, and I loved it.
It's a goodie.
Do you guys tell me you're not just gonna do you have to take it all down tomorrow, or do you keep it up a while?
Well, we put it up so early that we've already gotten our money's worth, so it will all come down tomorrow. All the Halloween stuff.
Okay. Wow, I had so many. We're on a roll with the movies. Oh, and another movie that, like, the Paranormal Activity movies I can't handle. Like, I mean, I've seen them and I think they're amazing, but like they're so scary.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I don't really believe in ghosts, but that doesn't mean that I'm not afraid that maybe that what I'm hearing is a ghost. You know what I mean? Or a zombie or something. So like those movies, what gets me the most is when someone's in bed and you can see the covers coming off by nothing.
Yeah.
Fuck me up.
Terrifying.
Can't handle it.
Do you feel like you don't believe in ghosts, but is there like a little bit of room where you think, oh, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, like, or is it just like, no?
Yeah, no, maybe I'm wrong. And I hear, you hear a bunch of stories about people, like their little toddler describes seeing a family member who has been dead for years, or repeats phrases that they could not have learned any other way. Like I've heard all those stories before, so maybe I'm wrong. But for me, I'm just kind of like, eh.
Or maybe, I mean, I've only had one like ghosty experience, and I don't know, maybe we're just shut off from it.
Hey, listen, I'm cool with that.
I don't
need to be visited. We're good.
You're not trying to be Haley Joel Osment in The Sixth Sense. Like, we don't need that.
Oh my God. He looked tortured, that poor kid.
He had that white patch in his hair. I don't know. He was stressed out.
Yeah, that scene from The Sixth Sense where he's at the birthday party and he goes in that little closet and can't get out. Bitch.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't because it's so upsetting to watch.
It's upsetting because he's screaming and then all of a sudden he's not. And then they pull him out of the thing and he's unconscious because he's passed out from fear.
And I just want to push all those little boys down the stairs who put him in the closet.
Yep.
Toni Collette is so, we just watched that. We watched that a few nights ago, and tell you what, it holds up. It's still amazing. Haley Joel Osment, and I just got a chill down my spine just thinking about it. But him and Toni Collette, like the fact they didn't win the Oscar for that so good. That scene in the car.
The car. Yeah.
So good. That's kind of what you're talking about, where he's like, Grandma says hi, and he tells this story that he couldn't have known.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Mess you up.
Ugh.
God, that movie was so brilliant. So like groundbreaking, totally different.
Yes.
I was not smart enough to have figured it out until the very, very end. There's some people who got it in the middle, but
Michelle said she got it. Randy got it as well. But I think for the most part, I think that's the minority of people.
Well, now you watch it and you're like, oh, yeah, I see.
Well, now, but it's like, even if you did get it, like we were talking about it, you know, he's like, yeah, I figured it out. But like, he still thinks it's an incredible movie. Like, it's just so artfully done and so creative.
You know, the guy at the very, very beginning that breaks in the house in his underwear, that's Donnie Wahlberg.
Yes, I know. And he's terrifying.
He's so skinny and pale and sweaty, and it does not look like him at all. My Donnie. Oh,
it doesn't. And I didn't know he was married to Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
They met at New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Okay.
I realized why it was that I figured out the twist in The Sixth Sense.
How did you figure out the twist?
There was a Goosebumps book called The Ghost Next Door that had the exact same twist in it.
Goosebumps.
Pretty much.
Really? A Goosebumps book. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I love
R.L. Stein.
Oh, I loved Goosebumps. Isn't there a movie of Goosebumps now?
2 of them.
Oh, 2. Okay.
Oh, Kim McConnell. I figured out the others, but not The Sixth Sense. Kim, if you liked that movie, The Others. Oh, that's the one with
Nicole Kidman.
Okay, I'm thinking about The Village. That is definitely a different movie.
Yeah.
You've seen The Village, right?
I have.
We watched Antebellum. That's a new one.
Okay.
It's like new. It's like it's
Oh.
supposed to be in theaters, but you can rent it at home
yes,
because
yes,
of
it has Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe in
I
it.
want to see that.
If you liked The Village, you will like Antebellum. That's all I'm gonna say.
I liked The Village.
Giving the whole shit away.
Yeah, but it looks right up my alley.
It's very upsetting. It's
I'm
very
sure.
upsetting.
That, and then, sorry, I have so many thoughts in my head about so many movies. I can't even untangle them. Jane said, I didn't see The Sixth Sense when it came out, but before I saw it on TV, Andy Richter spoiled it on Conan. Oh, bummer.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Bummer. But it's still good. Even if you know, it's still good.
It is good.
Yeah. We watched The Haunt, which I know you and Tyler watched as well.
Mm-hmm.
Or Haunt is you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
It's where, yeah, it was on Joe Bob, or he showed it, and it's where, that was actually one of my questions. I was going to ask you, do you like those kind of haunted houses? Those like really scary, people are jumping out. It's like really dark, where, do you like that whole thing? A haunt?
I do love haunts. I love haunted houses. I love all that shit.
Okay.
What I don't like is when there's no kind of like spooky supernatural factor. You know what I mean? When it's just egregious gore. Like, I don't know if you saw this news article, but there was a house, I don't know what state, but it's in America someplace. But their Halloween display was literally just a murder scene. They had like these mannequins, dummies, and just blood everywhere, and it looked like a legit murder scene. And people were calling the police because it looked like a murder scene.
Oh dear.
Like that's not creative, like at all. I'm sorry.
No,
I want Halloween to be spooky, not just.
Yeah,
gory.
I mean that's like grotesque and a little tasteless, I think.
It's tasteless.
Yeah,
is what it is. Because to me, like movies like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and stuff like that, those to me aren't like Halloween movies. That's not a spooky movie.
Right.
It's scary, it's jumpy, it's gory, and all of those things. But like spooky movies, I need some spirit in there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Oh, Audra Helm is here. Hi, Audra.
Audra. Oh,
yes.
She is an expert of the spooky movies.
She loves the spooky movies. She says she likes your cat ears.
Thanks.
Let's see. I'm scrolling through here. Oh, my friend Carly is here. Carly.
Hi, Carly.
Sarah, she's the I Am Cheese. My friend.
I Am Cheese.
I Am Cheese. My friend Carly, she should be more internet famous than she is. I'll repost this after this. Because of the quarantine, she did this 2 different mini films, and they're done in kind of like a noir vibe, like a French film vibe. And she's just very depressed, and it's just her in her house in quarantine. You just have to see it, but it's also about cheese. It's hard to explain, but I'll post it. She's hilarious. Hi, Carly. She said it would have been really epic if the director of The Sixth Sense kept the twist ending a secret from Bruce Willis until they shot it. Whoa.
Interesting. Did he? I wonder if he did.
I don't know. Maybe.
Do you know why Bruce Willis was in that movie in the first place?
No. Can you hear it? Why was Bruce Willis in it?
He had gotten in trouble with Disney because he was such an asshole on a production of a movie that he was doing that they had to shut down the movie. It never got made. So to make up for that, he had to do 2 movies for Disney. The Sixth Sense was one of them, and The Kid was the other.
Wow. So it was like penance?
Yeah.
Interesting. I have heard that Bruce Willis is very, very, very difficult to work with. He's not a nice guy. I've heard that. If it was Kevin Smith's autobiography where he's talking about like he was so excited to work with Bruce Willis, and then he was just a monster.
What a bummer.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
What a bummer. I hope people could hear that. That's a very interesting piece of trivia I did not know. Leslie Mills just sent a super chat. Gotta run, but this has been a real treat. Happy Halloween, beautiful Cate and Sarah, and thanks for the scare, Randy. Thanks, Leslie.
Happy Halloween, Leslie.
Yes, happy Halloween. Yeah, that's a bummer about Bruce Willis. I handed him a coat recently, so that was a fleeting experience. He was very nice.
Is he tall?
He's like my height. I'm 5'10", so I think he's like 5'11" or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, he seemed. I thought he was. I thought beforehand that he was short, but he's not.
Short.
He's not really short.
Okay. Just curious.
I
always
also
want to
saw
know.
him at, I'm sorry.
I always want to know how tall people are.
I know. Yeah, and I saw him at a. I've seen him a couple times. I saw him at a bagel shop. I think it was H&H Bagels. I saw him getting a bagel, and I was like, just over.
What kind of bagel is that? Is that everything bagel?
Yeah.
Is it sesame?
Yes. Skin Tea said, Cate and Sarah, do people stop you on the street and ask you about YouTube and stuff?
Girl, no. Nobody knows who I am.
That can't be true, but
Kate
you
gets
just
recognized a lot because she is very famous.
I've been I'm super famous. I've been recognized a couple times. One of the times I was in New York, and I do feel like New York is a big city, but it's also like almost a small town. Like it's amazing who you run into. So I've been recognized twice, but it was just.
Well, hang on. What was that one in Seattle? You were at like off Fifth Avenue or something? TJ Maxx?
Yes, I was at Nordstrom Rack
in
Seattle when I was doing my ship contract, and I was returning something, and this woman her name is Dorothy. She was very sweet, and she was checking me out, and she was like, "What's your name?" Which kind of freaked me out, and I was like, Cate," and she's like, "Cate the Great?"
Cate the Great.
And I was like, "Yes." And she's like, "I watch your channel." It was crazy. We got a picture. It was super cute.
That's adorable.
I mean, that's insane because I have under 20,000 subscribers, and like the fact that I was in Seattle, like what are the odds?
Michelle Wong was telling us that when she was in New York, like visiting, you know, she's on her Insta stories or whatever, talking about like, oh, I'm at this place getting a cupcake or whatever. And then, you know, she's in Barney's or whatever, when that was still a thing, getting stuff. And then somebody shows up, like left their job to come over to meet her because they were watching her Insta stories. She's so famous.
She is famous.
So famous.
She is actually famous, and also that is creepy. Don't do that. If someone puts an Insta story and then you like run over to meet them, don't do that.
Yeah, no one has stopped me. There are some people at like my work that know what I do. And they'll just be like, #BetterOffRed. And I'm like, please stop.
It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Oh, this is interesting. Charlie, I met Pierce Brosnan and he smelled so bad, like a homeless drunk. I was shocked. Wow. Like a homeless drunk. That's intense.
That's another thing I'm always curious about, especially men. What do they smell like? Please tell me everything.
Yeah.
Like a friend of mine used to work at the White House in the early days of the Trump administration. She was an assistant to the president.
Oh.
And I'm like, what does he smell like? Because he looks like he smells like fucking Obsession or some other grandpa cologne, like just like a cloud of it.
Yeah. Like, wait, I'm sorry. Which president was this?
Trump.
Oh, got it.
And she's like, no, he just smells like Tresemme, because that's the hairspray he uses. And I was like, judging it so hard. It's like, that's not even a good hairspray. Come on. You can't even spring for like big sexy hair, Amika, bedhead, something that actually works. Anyways.
Tresemme.
That's what he smells like. Mystery solved.
Okay, well, I'm glad I know now. Sherry said he looks like he smells like Listerine.
Oh, like medicinal.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like bug spray. Do you ever like encounter older folks that their cologne just smells very like verdant, like medicine? Bug spray.
I have. Also, I'm sorry, I feel like an idiot. Verdant?
Yeah, like
wow.
It's like it smells green. Does that make sense?
Oh, got it. Okay, adding that into the vocab immediately. Yes, I know what you're saying. Jamie K. I bet Barack Obama smells really good. I mean, he looks like he smells delicious.
I've never gotten close enough to him, but I wonder what his cologne is. I hope it's not something awful like Jupe.
I hope so too. Margot said like liniment. You're talking about like when older people sometimes.
Yeah.
How did we even get on that topic?
Sorry, we're all over the place.
Okay, so I'm gonna break out another question. Oh no, I know what I want to say. This is going back to when we were talking about the Vow and Nexium and all that stuff. Last night, I started watching the Leah Remini, or however you say her last name.
Yeah.
Special on Scientology. I watched 2 episodes of it. Apparently, it's going to be released on Netflix on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
And that's kind of what triggered me to watch it, because I've always wanted to watch it. But I paid money last night to watch it because that's how into it I was. It's on Amazon Prime, and it was like $3, but it was worth it because
it's very similar to Nexium, right? Like the Scientology stuff with like suppressive people.
Yes.
And the audits, they're called audits in Scientology, and it's called something else in Nexium. It seems very, very similar. Keith Raniere was just like a plagiarizer.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. It sounds the same to me. And Leah Remini, she's such a badass in that. She's like, even if I help one person, like I want to do that. I really do love her.
I mean, it's incredible to learn how many people are, like famous people especially, are still kind of involved with that. And it makes you wonder, like, are they super duper involved, like Tom Cruise involved? Or are they just kind of like, this is what they do, it works for them? If it works for you and you can still be like a regular functioning human who's not a total jerk, whatever makes you happy, man. But like, I don't know how you could.
I mean, the person who really bums me out is Elizabeth Moss. She's a Scientologist, and I really love her, but it's like hard for me to, after all the stuff I've seen, it's hard for me to get down.
Yeah, it's hard to get down.
Yeah. Oh, Grace Maltese said Kinky Sweat just mentioned you, Sarah, on her live stream.
Oh, that Alicia.
That's nice.
She's an angel. We love her.
We do love her. She's awesome. Oh, yes. Oh, Linda is asking if anyone's watching the show with Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant on HBO that's called The Undoing. And I am watching it. But HBO is doing the thing they love to do, where they release one a week.
Like, why? Stop it, HBO. Please stop.
Yeah. The cool thing about that show, for me, is that most of it is filmed around where we live. So.
Oh, you were saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. The opening shot is on 119th and Lenox. It's like my favorite Mexican restaurant in Canto de Lola. And then it's also, it's also filmed on the Upper East Side. I think they live around like East 94th Street, which is like super close to us. So it's just, it's kind of fun to like watch it and see all that stuff. And Nicole Kidman, she looks so flawless in it. It almost makes me angry. I'm just like, what is even happening? And she has the hair back from like, Days Gone By, from Days of Thunder, and from Far and Away. She's got that flawless curly red hair. I'm like, girl, you should never have left that.
Her skin is incredible. Her hair is like the perfect example of what happens to a redhead's hair as you age, because it looks like she colors it blonde. That's just what happens.
Yeah.
It's just turning.
I think they must have colored it red for this.
Oh, is it deeper now?
It's very, like, it's a beautiful red, and yeah, her locks are really, really something.
Yeah.
Ron G, same here, same for me to get into. It's hard for me to get into her because of Scientology. I think he's talking about Elizabeth Moss, but she's such a good actress, but I can't trust her because of her connection to it. Yeah,
it's tough, to separate that from someone, because it's so sinister, all of that Scientology stuff. Like, if you really look into it, it's very similar to NXIVM. Like, they're very isolationist. They
Yes.
separate you from your family so that they can manipulate you. And it's just, it's a money scam. They just want you to pay for these courses. And as soon as you finish, get to the goal line, they move it further.
Yeah.
So you're just deeper and deeper and deeper into it. So it's trash. So it's like, how could somebody get involved with that? Like, who's a good person? Because they do really terrible things. Like, if you don't comply,
Yes.
like if you decide it's not for you anymore, you can't leave.
Yeah. No, it's insane. And if you do leave, they like badger you, and they basically have it in their rules. I don't know what they call them, but that they can do anything to you once you leave.
Yeah, geez,
basically.
they have a term for it. Geez, I forget what it is.
I
now,
know.
but
Um,
they will ruin your life. That's what they want.
yeah, they'll ruin your. I just watched it last night. I can't. If someone knows the term for it, shout it out, because yeah,
Like,
there's a term
it's
for
like
it.
no holds barred or something like that.
Yeah, right. And Joanna Yas said, I think the celebs get addicted to how much the church helps your success. I mean, it's really interesting. Like, when I'm, the first few episodes of this, they talk about how there's a whole like celebrity branch that is literally just trying to recruit celebrities. Like, that's the whole point of it, which I guess is
very similar to NXIVM.
Yeah.
Because the more it just legitimizes them, right? People are like, oh, I want to be part of that. They seem like they got their shit together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Jane said, I was a religion minor and took one class on cults and new religious movements. It's wild how these groups have absolute manipulation down to a science. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let me pull up, let's pull up another fun question. We should probably, it's getting close to 2 hours.
Yeah.
What horror movie do you hate that everyone loves?
Saw. I'm not into the Saw movies. I enjoy that it's a puzzle because I like puzzles, like Seven or
Right.
The Sixth Sense or something like that, where there's like a twist. I'm into that.
Yes.
But I'm not into just like gore porn.
Yeah.
Like, let me cut off my own arm to get out of this.
Yes.
Let me dive into a vat of hypodermic needles. Pass.
Yeah, I'm not really into that either. We did watch the first Saw. Is that the one with Carrie Elwes?
Yes.
Okay. And I actually the bar was so low, and I was not interested in watching it. So when I watched it, I was like, oh, this actually is better than I thought. But I think the rest of them are kind of like what you are talking about, where they kind of go off the rails.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not like anti-gore, but when the whole thing is just gore, like Hostel, I can't do that either. I can't do any of those torture porn. I can't do it.
Yeah. No, totally. I'm the same way. Oh, side note, Marie Dellis sent a PayPal. Thank you so much for the donation. That's nice. I wish I could read a note that's associated with it, but I can't pull that up right now, but thank you so much. Okay, so that's, yeah, I agree with you. And I would say this is gonna, I don't know, it might cause a stir.
Oh, let's hear it.
I know this it is horror. I mean, it is horror. The Crow. No.
Okay.
No, I try. I've heard so much about it. Randy loves it.
Tyler loves it too.
I watched it. I know. And it's like very beloved. It's like it's classic now. And nothing about it. I completely tuned out. I didn't know what was happening. I don't know what it was.
Here's a prediction. Randy was definitely the Crow for Halloween at least once. Confirm?
Did you hear that, Randy?
Yes, and that's accurate.
Yeah, Tyler was also. I think maybe there's a gender bias, because I know most of the guys are like, I love the Crow, and most of the girls are like, eh.
Yeah, maybe I don't want to say.
It's a romantic movie, though.
It's a romantic movie, he says.
Yeah. Like,
okay.
He's not even there to avenge his own death. He's there to avenge the death of his fiance.
Well, that is nice, but I still didn't like it. I know. It's
Okay.
because people just wait. I'm going to get comments. People are going to be horrified.
I support that.
And yes, Brandon Lee, that was tragic. Not to take away from that. That was tragic. Brandon,
Yeah, Brandon Lee, he died.
he died on set because there was an actual gun that was loaded that was shot. And he died, which is just crazy. So really bad. Okay, that was a downer, actually.
Ryan K said, I'll stick to Silence of the Lambs. I adore that movie. Same.
Oh.
Goodbye Horses. That's officially a Halloween song now.
Wait, what?
Where they go to Buffalo Bill's house and he's in the basement, like getting dressed and putting on lipstick. Goodbye Horses.
Yes.
It's a good one. Yeah.
Oh my God. That guy, what's the guy's name who plays him?
Oh, wait, Buffalo Bill?
Yeah.
He has the weirdest voice, doesn't he? Wait, she's a great big fat person.
I know. I know. He really, he's so good in that. And like, he's in
Ted
so,
Levine.
what?
Ted Levine.
Ted Levine. Okay. He's in so much stuff. He's like a very well-known character actor, but he's almost unrecognizable because you associated him with that, that role.
Yeah. He
yeah.
was in the Hills Have Eyes remake, I think.
Ooh,
right?
I can't do that. I thought, yeah, I can't do The Hills Have Eyes.
Fair. That's a creeper.
It feels a little torture porny to me. Is it like,
yeah,
they're like raping women and I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Oh, Kim McConnell said he was on Monk. Okay. Yeah, Silence of the Lambs is one of, if not the best films ever. Ryan K said yes. I loudly agreeing.
Yeah, that got the Academy Award, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Mom and Dad Beauty, Freddy's my guy. I just have a soft spot for Nightmare on Elm Street. Love him. Same. Love Freddy Krueger. His stupid jokes. I fucking love it.
You know, that's I have to say, I didn't really see those movies. So I think I saw my first one as an adult and it was like one of those things where, yeah, I know. It was one of those things where like, it's like, I almost felt like I needed to see them when I was younger because seeing them as an adult, I just couldn't. Yeah.
They're corny. But yeah,
right.
No, that's one of those things where like I saw it too young to be seeing it. So it's burned into my brain that it's scary. And there's definitely scenes from some of those movies that I think about now when I watch them now, I'm like, oh, that's really not that big of a deal. But when I think about them, that's much scarier.
Yeah.
And like the stupid jokes and the way he calls everyone bitch. I love it. Bitch.
We watched. Wait, what did we watch the other night? What horror movie? 7. That's what I was gonna bring up.
Yes. I saw that in the theater and it is so good.
It's so good. And you've only seen it that one time?
No. I've seen it a million times, but like I remember seeing it in the theater and being so spooked out because even just the intro is just so David Fincher-ish and so good.
It's so good. Well, I hadn't seen it since the first time, which I guess was probably, I don't know, 1999. So I was young. But yeah, it another thing that just like holds up, you know what I mean? Like rewatching it, it's so good. Kevin Spacey is the creepiest. He's such a good creep. It's in life and in the movie.
Yes.
Yes. It's fantastic.
Did you figure it out the very first time you saw it? Did you understand what was happening? The puzzle?
Meaning that it's the 7 deadly sins.
Well, like we figured out that it's the 7 deadly sins, but like at the end.
Oh, sorry. Yes, of course. No, I don't think I did. I do not think I did. It's quite an ending. It's a real bang.
It's one of those like when you figure it out, it's like
of the 90s involve Brad Pitt and or Kevin Spacey.
Wait, say it again because you guys were talking over each other. What?
Sorry.
It's okay.
You ever think about how 3 of the greatest twist endings of the 90s involve Brad Pitt and or Kevin Spacey?
I haven't thought about that. What are they?
Well,
American Beauty?
obviously, and then The Usual Suspects
You-
and Fight Club.
Usual Suspects Fight Club. Okay, yeah.
I would argue American Beauty as well had a good twist ending.
Yes, American Beauty does have a good twist ending for sure. You and I are like huge American Beauty fans. I think I couldn't even tell you how many times I watched American Beauty.
I love it so much.
It's
That's what
you
think.
I will sell this house today.
Yes.
I will sell this house today.
Shut up, you big baby.
Oh, that scene in front of the blinds, she's so good.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, so but yeah, 7, it was fantastic. And like Morgan Freeman is another one of those people who he just can't do anything wrong, man.
No, he cannot.
He cannot. Okay.
All right.
What should we
We
wrap
have
it up?
we have a long day of catching up on some horror movies until the sun goes down for trick or treat.
Wait, is there a movie that you're gonna watch, or you don't have any plans to do that?
I mean, I guess it's like whatever's in the pile up there, right? Halloween, Hocus Pocus. We'll do like a mix of scary, fun, silly. We watched The Great Pumpkin the other night while we carved pumpkins.
Fun.
That's
really fun. He's never seen Hocus Pocus.
We'll watch that today.
We're gonna watch it today.
But you've never seen The Guest, and we're watching that too.
Oh, The Guest. Have you seen this?
No, he's never seen Hocus Pocus.
I know. I don't
Okay.
know how. I don't know how it happened.
I'm offended. I feel attacked.
I feel it. Yeah, I have felt attacked this whole time. It's been hard. So
Yeah.
we're gonna.
I'm going to check in on you later because I want to hear his thoughts about, does it feel like it's too long? Yes.
Okay.
It's a little long. It's a little long, but persevere.
Okay.
Have a drink.
I've never thought about that.
Yeah.
Okay. I just remember having like an insane crush on the main guy,
Okay.
and then the blonde kid. The other guy. There are only 2 like teenage guys in it. It's the guy who's the cat, who turns into the cat.
Oh, Thackeray Binks.
Yeah. Okay, you don't think? No.
No. No. I was into Andrew Keegan, remember?
Oh, right. Okay, that's fair. Tony Page says she didn't care for Hocus Pocus. Whoa, Tony. Whoa.
I mean, but you can't deny like the aesthetics. Bette Midler is effing genius in that movie.
She is. They're all good. All 3 of them are like brilliant.
Like the costumes, the Halloween party scene.
Yeah.
Billy Butcherson, so good. I love it. All of it.
It's so fun. I can't wait to watch it again. Well, this was so fun. I'm glad we did this.
Yes. Happy Halloween, everyone. And thank you so much for having me on your channel.
Yes. And please, thank you for being on my channel. And please check out the description box. If you haven't subscribed to Sarah, please subscribe to her, but also check out her. I linked her She Devil video down below. So go and watch that because it's a fun Halloween treat.
Hey, and if you guys want a little bit more of us hanging out together, then go watch her Bride of Frankenstein look.
Yes. Well, that's just like, if you haven't seen that, what are you doing? It's so much fun. And we'll have to plan our next, you, me, Michelle need to, probably get together and talk about The Vow or something coming up soon. So we'll keep you guys updated on that. And have a happy Halloween.
Yes. Happy Halloween. Trick or treat. Have fun. Be safe. Don't get cooties.
Yes.
Enjoy.
Make good choices. Okay. Bye.
Bye.